Hello and welcome to my parents' vow renewal. If you don't know my parents, I'm surprised, but Cole and Jordan Hollis are renewing their vows today just as a way to remind everybody of their love. I am giving this speech because I'm their eldest daughter and I was at the original wedding, so I'm pretty informed on what's going on here today. First, I want to give some info about the original wedding. Of course, the color scheme was light green, pink, and ivory, and it was on June 10th in 2010. And my mom wore this beautiful strapless drop waist gown with a light green tie around the waist. I was there, of course, about 1 year old, and there's many stories that can be told about me at their wedding, specifically when my father walked out and I shouted, "Hi, Dad!" and everybody said, "Shh." And then, of course, the Sonic Cup story, which if you know, you know, and if you don't, we probably shouldn't tell you. My parents got together when they were in high school, and if you don't know the story, I'd love to remind you. My mom and dad were friends after my dad came back from Alabama, and when prom season senior year was coming up, my mom was like, "Cole's not gonna ask me, so I'll just ask him." She asked my dad, and he said no. She was distraught. She went home to her mom, and she was like, "I'm not gonna go to prom with anybody. I'm just not gonna go to prom. I'm not gonna be friends with any of the people in my friend group anymore because they're gonna take Cole, and it's just gonna be awful." And then the next week, my dad asked my mom. The reason he had said no was because he had already been planning to ask her. And so he asked, and she said yes. They went to prom as friends, and a few months after that, they got together and started dating. And then a few months after that, I was born. I've been here since day one. Cole and Jordan have never lived a single day in a house without me, which is definitely going to be a big adjustment coming up in the next few months when I move out to college. Our first house in Winfield, when Dad was playing soccer, was just us three, and I've heard it was a pretty good time, not that I remember. Of course, their marriage has spanned quite a while, basically my whole life, so they have quite a few stories that they can tell. First of all, the cake on their first wedding anniversary. After their wedding, they froze their cake, and on their first wedding anniversary, we all sat and we ate the cake, and we talked about how it kind of tasted gross, and it was bad. Every Valentine's Day when I was growing up, we would get heart-shaped pizzas from Gambino's, and we would just sit around the dining table and eat them together and talk about our day, which is a very specific memory that I will always hold. Then in 2018, we started building our new house, which was a long journey to get there, from our first rental house in Winfield to the second rental house in Winfield to my grandparents' basement to the trailer house on my other grandparents' land. And then finally in 2018, we started building our custom-built home, which is 2 levels and absolutely beautiful. After the house was finished, we had to do some things ourselves to save money. So we painted the house. And unfortunately, painting the house came with some problems because they bought the wrong paint. So we painted with flat paint, and then we had to repaint again a few years later. And then just this year, we had to repaint again, but this time we painted with satin, so hopefully we will never have to repaint the whole house again. That has definitely come with some struggles. My parents' love is a simple one that just comes with conversations at the dinner table. Every single night we sit together at the dinner table and have dinner together and just talk about our days and what we've been doing. And my mom can't sleep without my dad there, so when he goes on work trips or any other trip, it's always a struggle. I know love is simple as showing up and doing the dishes or waiting until somebody gets home from work to go to sleep to make sure that they're safe, because my parents have shown me that. And I will always hold those memories that they have gave me super close to my heart. And the things that they have taught me without even meaning to are the things that mean the most to me. So I just want to congratulate my parents on their vow renewal, and let's have cake.